A family affair on the second day of the Republican National Convention. We'll tell you who's on board to speak tonight. And your local election headquarters is digging deeper what Illinois and Iowa voters say are the most important issues in the race to the White House.
WHBF is local for you. This is Local 4 News this morning.
Good morning. I'm Emily Scarlett. Thanks for watching Local 4 News this morning. The Republican Party has officially made Donald Trump its nominee for President of the United States. But instead of celebrating their candidate, many of last night's speakers used their time to attack Hillary Clinton instead. Weijia Jiang has the latest from Cleveland.
Congratulations, Dad. We love you.
The second day of the RNC proved to be a family affair. After Donald Trump was formally named the GOP's presidential nominee, two of his children addressed the convention during primetime.
He's always helped me be the best version of myself.
I know that when people tell him it can't be done, that guarantees that he gets it done.
Trump's rival turned ally Chris Christie electrified the crowd with his so-called indictment of Hillary Clinton.
For risking America's secrets to keep her own and lying to cover it all up.
Clinton fired back at Christie over Twitter, writing, "If you think Chris Christie can lecture anyone on ethics, we have a bridge to sell you." Then the war of words continued immediately after Christie's speech.
If Hillary Clinton wants to take me on, I'm happy to take her on every day between now and the end of the campaign.
The biggest speech of the convention tonight will come from Indiana Governor Mike Pence, who officially became Trump's running mate yesterday. California Delegate Marilyn Barkey is looking forward to his address.
I look forward to hearing what they'll do together and how they'll put America first.
Pastor Darrell Scott will also speak today.
I'm going to speak from my heart concerning the Mr. Trump that I know.
Ivanka Trump will introduce her father tomorrow on the final night of the convention. Weijia Jiang, CBS News, Cleveland.
We wanted to know what questions Illinois voters have about the Republican convention. Local 4 Sabrina Ahmed shows us which issues they're looking up online.
We are continuing to follow all things politics from the Republican National Convention here in Cleveland, Ohio. We're at the Google space on Media Row, and we wanted to take a little bit more of a deeper look at the information coming out of Illinois, specifically the Google searches. So these are the most searched political issues in Illinois. Number 1, police. Number 2, abortion, race issues, gun control, immigration. Taking a look more at the police issue and where those searches are taking place in your state. First of all, it's happening in Greene County. Then we have Brown County, Mason County, Macon County, Morgan County. You can see a map of where some of the most heavily searched areas are. And of course, we'll continue to follow all of this information, plus other Google Analytics for the rest of the Republican National Convention. From Cleveland, Ohio, for your local election headquarters, I'm Sabrina Ahmed.
Thank you, Sabrina. And people in Iowa are looking up some of the same issues. Abortion tops their searches, followed by race issues, police, gun control, and same-sex marriage. Your local election headquarters will have continuing coverage of the Republican National Convention all week long. Speakers for today include Wisconsin Governor Scott Walker and Florida Senator Marco Rubio. Texas Senator Ted Cruz will also speak at the convention today. And today, Davenport Mayor Frank Klipsch will ask City Council to approve his pick for city administrator. Corey Spiegel has already been doing the job, working on an interim basis for more than a year. A news release from the city indicates Spiegel has now accepted the job permanently. She'll make a base salary of $178,000 a year. Also today, Illinois State Representative Mike Smitty will hold a town hall meeting in Rock Falls. The public is invited to join in on this discussion about the spring session and stopgap budget agreement. That meeting takes place at 6 o'clock tonight at Rock Falls City Council chambers. Quad Cityans can now learn more about a day that will likely change America forever. The 9/11 Never Forget Mobile Memorial Exhibit is officially open to the public. It's a 1,000 square foot tractor trailer that holds donated artifacts and videos from 9/11. The traveling exhibit was created in 2013 to honor a New York City firefighter who lost his life during the attack. Now visitors across the nation are getting a chance to remember.
It's not just bits and pieces. It's people's lives that were lost. It's families that lost friends, family members. It's the same with the Oklahoma City bombing. You can never forget that either. You have to remember.
The exhibit will be open all week long before making its next stop in Indiana. For times and more information, head over to our website. That's ourquadcities.com. You don't have to leave the Quad Cities for something fun to do this week. The Rock Island County Fair is now underway in East Moline. Local 4's Ash Simpson shows us what you can expect this year.
We have been painting buildings and painting tables and fences and benches and bleachers, and have put a lot of elbow grease into this year's fair to improve the grounds. So we hope that people come out and recognize that work and just have fun.
The Rock Island County Fair is kicking off its 147th year. A long-standing fair with long-standing traditions. The fair began with some livestock competitions. Tyler Boner is showing cows at the fair. He says the show means more than just a competition.
My dad did it ever since he was a kid, so I guess it's my turn now.
The fair draws crowds from across the Quad Cities and beyond. One concession company has been coming to the Rock Island County Fair since the 1980s. They are based out of Texas, but they say it's the family tradition that keeps them coming back year after year.
My son is here. He's Generation 4. He graduated high school last year, and he has been here since he was a newborn. This was one of his very first fairs.
From the Ferris wheel to fried food on a stick, you can expect the staples of a fair when you come. They're trying some new things as well to draw in the crowd. You can check out animal races, and there will even be a little monster truck show where the kids are the drivers.
They have everything that you could offer at a big event without all of the hype, and they do a great job.
The fair runs through Saturday. Adult admission is just $2 and just $1 for kids. So always fun to have some family fun activities that are inexpensive. The key will be finding some dry hours and trying to stay cool in that heat you've been telling us about.
Yeah, we have showers and storms out there this morning. We expect some more later today. The dry hours will be easier to overcome, but the heat and humidity not so much. Right now you can see some raindrops on our Skycam camera. 72 degrees. Thunderstorms moving through Moline, Rock Island, and Davenport at the time. 70 is the current temperature in Davenport. Here's the metro area showing you that very heavy rain now over the Quad Cities. South Park Mall, you're getting ready to get it, as is the Quad City International Airport, Cole Valley, Davenport, Rock Island, already seeing that heavy rain early this morning. And that's not the only areas. Look off to the south and southwest of us. A flash flood warning in effect for parts of Louisa, Des Moines, and Henderson County. Radar estimates show 3 inches or more of rain has already fallen there. Now let's talk about the excessive heat and humidity. Excessive heat watches and warnings go into effect later today and tomorrow morning, all the way through the weekend. At times, it's going to feel like 105 to 110, maybe 115 degrees.
Ooh, very hot. And you mentioned before, these temperatures aren't anything that we haven't seen already this season. The difference is that we will not get a break from that heat.
That's right. Once it gets hot later today, no recovery in the overnight hours, and when it starts dragging out to 48, 72, 96 hours, that's when it becomes dangerous and even deadly.
All right, good to know. Thank you, Anthony. Central DeWitt gets ready for another shot at a trip to states, and the Cubs once again go down to the wire against the New York Mets. We've got your morning sports next.
The time now is 6:40. You're watching Local 4 News this morning.
WHBF is local for you with Emily Scarlett and meteorologist Anthony Peoples. This is Local 4 News this morning in high definition.